performing actually your true task on the planet. So let's pull a card out and see how you can benefit from it. Achieving larger goals is what I get immediately, and daring to do it. Oh, you gotta, yeah, somehow you're gonna get back to your roots, to what you always wanted to do in your life somehow, while expanding from, you know, the narrow family into a huge family around the planet, because you're an excellent team member. So let's pull out the first card, and what I have is beautiful. I am the art of technology, evolution at me. It's arc consciousness, expanding your arc, expanding your bridge of knowledge, expanding your bridge into the higher field, because that is representative of an arc. And you have, you know, everything coming together, the alpha, omega, and genes. So the black universe is where we live in. We need to go to the arc of white purification, the pure white way, in order to see from a new vision. So it's number 33. 33, you actually have everything when tapping into it and changing your inner navigation system somehow. So let's see how that explains further for you, as it is connected to the element air. So you're born with the water engines, your watership, you know, and having that intense feeling within it. And when you combine that with the air component, then you become unstoppable. So your air may be off, you need to clear your lungs, you know, the immune system, your thymus gland, and all that stuff. I feel many are stuck there in breathing really like 10 miles in circumference. That is what you guys need to get a new breath of air, meaning new visions, new encounters, new ways of doing things, and getting all the old repetitive cycles. So the beat of 33 it is, you know, that card 33. So I think that's very important. It's a reminder of your connection to divine sources and any ascended realm. So this lifetime is truly about getting your perfect male, female partners blending. So if you have stuck energies up there, that could hit you very hard, because that is what you care for the most, right? So get that into balance, get old connections, relationships, family members, family out of your vibe, even though you care so much. If they cut you down, then I mean, it doesn't really benefit your life. So also what we can see is that this card represents golden alchemy needed to bring crystal white and omnipotent crystalline energies together, because you have the male female arc, which is very important for you, right? And so the arc joins many dots on your life. So it blends, it bends, it transmutes, seeks and reaps the results like an architect that knows the technological um, physician's equipment to manifest through the word and other formulas, such as through mathematics, geometrical designs, and so on. So I would strongly suggest to really work a lot with the golden energies, the golden waving, wave them and breathe them through. Make sure they come through your brain, and ask for the right point of balance with what you need to leave to truly step in your strength, the strength of your assignments, as all to do with your original birth chart being a Cancer and having that higher feeling nature. The missing link would be your communication system. So get anything you can to open up your throat center, communicate your feelings. People do not always know what you are willing to communicate and to say. And out of the old cycles means having a new vision into your communication. So that could be extremely beneficial for you. Arc technology also allows for many high-level informative spaces to join your efforts on a higher level. So the peach ray here is the essence that shows us when male-female vibration merge for the higher good of humanity. And merging that with the golden alchemist within is to manifest and have that perfect partner, opening up many more endeavors, many more passionate projects, if you will, or moving completely into a new job if you're not in the business for now. And that would tremendously benefit your vibration as explaining why you would like to do things and go into the detail of your explanation. So you truly need that air vibration, like the dolphins, like the whales that communicate from a long distance, why echolocation, something like it is very important for you. So I would strongly suggest you work also with the animal kingdom. I will pull a card for your animal later. So evolution points out that you have all possible capability to become your own captain and engage self to do what it takes in order to attract that perfect partner, if you haven't so, or to perfect your partnership. And that can only come through communication. Communicating your feelings is massively important and open in a way to open new portal points, new visions, new things that you may have gone bored or with certain repetitive cycles, and not being able or seeing yourself being able to do so. So start with clearing the lungs, the throat. There's many techniques to open up your throat. Start maybe working with a geometrical pattern in the throat, fill it up with colors and let it spin out the negative energies, the old cycles. That is imperative. I mean, I could repeat that message all of the time. So bringing top-notch communication. And so the question is, are you balanced out in relationships? Are you digging deep enough to find what blocks you from finding and attracting higher relationships? The power of the alchemist, which is the gold ray, actually. So you are actually being requested to dig deeper into understanding the beauty of arc consciousness. If you look at an arc, it is composed with many dots, and in the end it creates an arc, a line of energy. In this way, it's a bow, like an arrow that goes straight to the arc where you want to be. So putting your intentions really crystal clear would massively benefit, as you have that ancient wisdom to go to educate people more in the feeling nature. Many people on this globe, millions, billions of people, do not have the capacity to merge their thought patterns with the feeling nature in their hearts, and that is what you are excellent at. So really get into that divine highway, and how you could eventually manifest something new, a side business, or something that will benefit people through design if you're attracted to art, or any other communication, creating a blog, creating something new at the job where you are, communicating how important it is to bring a new voice to the planet, actually. And so another card to support that goal, gonna pull one. So that is connected. Wow. as you're so strong in bonding people. I am the power of equality, the composition. So equality, you see two what is it, dragons, orange dragons. The orange ray is connected to your sign. You see the silver ray of success, and blending everything, like the child here coming together with these male-female components. And so that is connected to card 28, and 28 makes up 10. So your completion comes up with when listening to what the power of equality truly means in any relationships, be it business, be it friendships, be it connections whatsoever. And this again is connected to the element air. So really, there is much power in the word equality, yet it may take a lot of work to get there. So the highest level of imbalances people suffer from is still the male female strata that will need a lot of revision in the upcoming years. So I would certainly steer yourself or navigate yourself in teaching people what is so innate already within you, how important the home base station is for you. And so the artwork represents the male female orange dragon waves that have imprinted and accepted the levels of successful bonding through the silver way within the black omnipotent property. So working with this black omnipotent universe we are living, that is opening, the first golden age, the Aquarian age, and that is closing off anything what was the dark ages. There you may find a lot of benefit, because the black way assists you to communicate on a higher level. It has high level intelligence. So if you struggle with that, I would recommend to truly breathe in and out and invite the universe to download more intelligence and override the old cycles, and that will help you. So an eternal spiral also blends 6 and 9s both ways. Oh, sorry, I dropped it. So we see in the middle of this card this eternal spiral as eternal beings actually, and it's a very strong bond, especially with the orange creator wave, because it can attract and fuse to any dimension. So if you attract that, and you are far beyond the mundane but may not know this. So both have the longing and the knowledge, yet sometimes eternal mates do no longer wait when they know it takes a long time to get to their male and female filters. So this card may offer you new choices regarding intimacy, love, equality, joy, and fulfillment. It all depends on your character building, changing your mentality, expanding the Unitarian means that we are all family. It is not just your family. You may be alone, for example, but you may have a dog or a bird as a family member. And that is great already to communicate to people, but you have the perfect capacity when moving into the higher air components, clearing the throat. And I feel your lungs need a reset. So if interested, that is what I do in individual sessions as well. And so it could release the old cycles in your consciousness, thinking that you were going one way and spirit is driving your inspirations another way. So that's a matter of listening. Again, the air component. So, and that will bring you great success inside, where you go into your passion, as I feel not many have opened their passion. There's just, removal, or what you could do is remove that repetitive old cycle, and that could be so exhausting at times, repeating, and people may get tired of that, even yourself, right? And not finding that that is opening truly your communication to a higher level and get that inspiration from the divine. So pull another card here to one message that completes both these cards, and that is just a simple structure. Comes on 7 daily sins, humanity, destructive traits. So that's a beautiful card, because it comes back to the arc consciousness, and you see that the universe within an arc has rainbow lights. And so when working with the rainbow lights, you invite a brand new life, because you see light in every aspect of anything that could be bonding, bonding in family, bonding in business, bonding worldwide, because you can do that. Maybe you want to travel, maybe, you know, and create small bonding communities while communicating and talking on that higher level. Going beyond that old destruction within and that old recycling consciousness, you truly can move all the way up here and have a great life. When, you know, the message keeps on coming, you have a shortest of the air component, the way to communicate on a higher level. So let's have another card for your animal guide card, so to speak. And so that is, wow. That is the orca, the whale, getting into an adventure. I think you guys really want that. And dare to do things differently. So again, it's repetitive. Sing your whale song, manifest your dreams, your travels, attempt a great journey with confidence, be loyal. Friends and families are your treasures. So that's so to the point, this card, right? They are your family members, so you are more powerful than you know. When you need to bring that communication out, knowing what it means to have a guide like a whale. So in this case, an orca or a whale is asking you to really get in touch with your higher selves and, you know, your search beyond soul, getting straight into spirit. So in other words, a spirit animal implies that all the knowledge you require for yourself is within, if moving beyond the old cycles, and it insists that going inward at this time is the only way to expand or going outward, right? It's also letting you know that you need a depth of self-understanding along with a clear intention to attain your current goal. So mostly you are highly intelligent, because, you know, the orange ray, the creator ray connected to cancers, are very intelligent, as they are actually the only way, or your orange ray is the only way that can move up and down through all dimensions and quickly delete anything that stands in the way. So not making mistakes twice is really what the orca totem is going to teach you when connecting with this beautiful animal along with their capabilities. And so your life becomes a lot more challenging of assignments and projects, and you will know that you're capable enough of learning whatever you need to learn. So the gift will consistently allow you to succeed with a current goal or new goals. And that's so to the point as well, that the orca will use the voice to get what they want in life. So the message is pretty clear. Use your voice on a higher level, merge that with the already present components in your heart, and then I would certainly connect in meditation, or if you're walking, talking meditation in a society, then breathe that through. Envision the orchid, the wheel, make a friend, ask for its name in meditation, and ask it to guide you. And that is the message that I have for you. So I hope this was of value to you. Let me know in the comments what you think of it, and hopefully it will benefit you and you can take action upon this message. So thank you so much. See you next time. Beautiful Leos, let's see what Spirit has in store for you to open up your true gifts, to get into authenticity and essentially getting in your assignment. Because without assignment, you know, light cannot shine as bright as your sunny vibration. So it's very important to dig into the reason why you were birthed in your sunny sign, actually. And so let's see what I had. That's beautiful. I'm under 100% resurrection, and that is all dimension. That is card number 50. 50 is a pentagram. You see all of the universes coming together. So, and main reason why that pops up is we are all moving back into the great central sun. So if you're born into that and getting to know what the meaning is of that, then you can move very fast. So all 12 universes we are streaming through, aligning in light body essentially, are coming back or spreading from the great central sun, the centralizer of renewable energies, because the old solar flare broke our solar center. And so that is the reason why we were living in the deceit and the betrayal factors that is still playing out right now. And so this card number 50, I love that number 50. It's also a pentagram. Most people have a pentagram. That is really something to work with. Well, so your vibration, the fire engine, actually needs to reconnect with everything on the earth. So grounding your engine, getting more in that balanced composition. So as I said, this card represents all 12 dimensions, all 12 universes, 12 ways of creation, and the human golden flow to the black and white pentagram, opening the triple flame of creation. So there is your assignment coming through, knowing how to evolve in alignment with the great central sun. And because the 12 divine ways of creation are many times misinterpreted and should serve to lift consciousness with all the 12 archetypes. So 12 times 12 making up the 144 light bodies we have around us, and that is the origin of the tree of life. If you want, I have 2 videos about the new tree of life and how to get into that, working with it, because you guys actually incorporate that without knowing it oftentimes. And when we are broken down by the matrix and not moving in the opposite, which are the crystalline grids, then at times, you know, there's so many things that are imbalanced, that are out of out of any course. And so it's essentially the knowledge that we need to move out of dual consciousness. So these ways of creation can be studied through experience and communication or alignment to your source, and will assist you to develop your divine streaming, your pure source. So the goal is bringing these ways together, and which can be set through many affirmations or aligning through them. And we all need to move into the full recognition of crystalline embodiment. So this will get you back into the necessity of bringing heaven on earth together, because the field is lifting faster. You, as you know, we are all connected to the great central sun, and that broke us, and you are just the guys with the greater assignments through your source, with your source, to explain that, to incorporate that, to know that, and to stream into that higher intelligence that you are. Because if you do, your entire life could change. So certainly listen to those videos about the new tree of life, the Macabre, beyond that. So yeah, I think it's really powerful. And so all these gates should flow in composition, allowing the 10 higher ways. So our consciousness is very important to develop. And so, and find the keys in alignment with your own energy field, because if we don't do it, it keeps us from moving into our purpose. We need to move with what is so divine, and that is having the same light body as the masters, as the angelic kingdom, and that has already grounded on the earth. So that is essentially what I teach, getting back in your light body, opening up those higher fields of consciousness, and incorporating those 144 levels while continuously deleting, subtracting, eliminating, evaporating, whatever you want to term it, these old cycles that make you angry, that gets your fire up in the wrong direction at time. So that is the message while working, if you haven't done so with all these ways. So because this card has many multiple options to set new high standards for yourself, because you want completion, you want to breathe new air. So enjoying that flow with the new solar system is truly your assignment, and letting people know what is a fire engine, how does it resurrect to your body. You guys know that better than any other fire sign, because you are the nucleus of the fire vibrations, and so your assignment on the earth is within the fire vibration, combining that with a grounding level, which many did not learn about. That is the excellence of finding, having insight. Oh yes, now I can ground and work with fire engines. And if you do know how to work, and does fire destructs, eliminates, or builds, right? So the message here is start building with your fire. Find your own fire color. That could be one of the first 12 colors in this universe. And yeah, let's have another card to complete it. I am, that is beautiful. I love this card. I am the phoenix rising, the lightning bolt that is truly connected. You see the green light go is connected to the green bridge of light. We need to surpass the synthetics on the earth with the golden universe, the Aquarian age we have entered right now, and then you can open up whatever you want. So it's connected to the number 29, making up 11, making up 2. Again, grounding it. So let's see what the book has to say. 29, it's very, very potent. I can feel those energies. So working with it, again, when you have the earth component, the grounding with those ways, this will get the fire of the phoenix opening up, which you already have with your sun vibration. So that fire builds to strength, perseverance, and so you can defeat the mud of all beliefs, habits, character, emotions, especially for you, indoctrination, things you just took on for real. But looking in the betrayal factors, we will see that not even half of it is true. So it is time to leave your limited consciousness behind, and those unconscious states of being, because stepping in the Aquarian age is all about the fire engines and moving people back into the great central sun. So we no longer accept what doesn't fit our health, educational system, food, economics. So anything on that trampoline of control and manipulation, that is what you need to leave. Even your own control, your own self-manipulation, if you have issues with that. And that takes some internal work, because you know, we all want to be authentic, and we all want to know who and what we are, because anything less is very boredom and a waste of precious time. So when this phoenix pops up, as it does right here, it is always completing old cycles. So the process is necessary in order to deliver exactly the correct energy frequencies to all the levels of yourself, from the highest spiritual presence to the most humane portions of yourself, and thus creating wholeness in yourself. So the fire can burn those lower energies down from your psyche and emotional body in order to fuse the many higher senses, because at times you have that fire flow of ideas, visions, and know-how, but you can, you know, break yourself down at the same time so much when you have that intention, like, I'll do it my way, and you know, that just needs to fit. That is not always the way to get there. So the message also balancing fire with the earth, and so you ground your energy, keep it calm in your vision, and then grow with all 12 ways of creation, centralizing them in the great central sun is what opens up your purpose beyond purpose beyond purpose, because you can explain, you can communicate it, and allow that through. You have that refinement that I love so much, and you know, apply that refinement, allow spirit to flow through you in a different way, and then you could send that in a different way. So let's have a complete accord here with another message. And if you don't know how to do it, let me know. Shoot, let me know in the comments what you think of it, or if you struggle in doing it, what would be a direction for you, right? So as this is a general message, is potential. It couldn't be otherwise. Think big for your future. Right. Look at that, the crystal ball here. You really, and you see that yellow vibration in that child, and that is because the sun, when incorporating the sun, the great central sun, you have greater visions than any sign in the entire zodiac. So when you open that up, that is extreme high intelligence, merging that with your visions, writing it down and getting into action, but grounding it with your earth, not too much fire action, you know, keeping the balance. And then you can open what you trust that you want over here. So let's have another card here for your animal spirit guide, and that is from that pack, and that will really assist you. All right. Couldn't be different. You have 3 times fire, and then you ground it with the earth, so you really need that grounding component. Couldn't be otherwise. The tiger, you know, fire. I choose to be unstoppable because you can do it. It's you know, your passion is your power. You are bold, you are brave, and you are such mighty forces coming to assist anyone. You have that great huge tiger heart, and when you take that animal, you know, on your journey, and you communicate with the tiger engines, that will empower, balance, and bring you so much more benefits. So when the tiger comes to you as a spirit animal threat, that is, get more respect in your fire engine, and you will get more respect from people. So the tiger essentially teaches you patience, when to move, when to remain still, and in the end experience a very successful hunt. That is what the tiger is about. So, and you know, the tiger will not let you plan things willy-nilly, nor will it let you procrastinate when the path is already clear for the next great leap. So additionally, in terms of spiritual growth, the tiger offers you incredible strength, and sometimes the universe just uses tests as a learning tool. So these are the very spirits of the traveler. You have the fire to travel, but tiger stands already to lend you a powerful paw that keeps you going. So tigers are known for their amazing bursts of energy in the wild, and you can tap that for any challenge you eventually face, but grounding it, you know, as you may yearn for adventure, and you know, chat with a tiger, and you know, make it your friend, ask for their name in meditation, and ask how you can best temper your fire, grounding and bringing it into balance, while you know, crystallizing the help you offer to people, because you have a great communication, assisting anyone that comes on your path with your loving vibration. So, you know, and your strong desires will come into the forefront. So, you are very charitable, curious, dynamic, sassy, and highly intelligent. So, I would certainly apply your communicational skills to such people, to assist them, and on a vibration that is non-destructive. And when aligning to the great central sun, opening your light body with all the 12 first universes, the ways of creation, and working with one way, one day at a time, you know, that is truly beneficial for you in order to see a new solar center in in the stomach, the liver, the solar plexus area actually, and clearing that old mud out of your intestinal tract. It will massively assist you as well. So I hope somehow this message was of value to you. If so, please comment, let me know how you feel about it, or eventually what you struggle with, and I may make a new video about you know, these issues. And that is so wonderful, because we all need to move beyond that old cycle, the old ways of doing stuff. Thank you. Virgos, most welcome. Let's see what Spirit has in store for you to get more in your authenticity, to get into your power, to get into your assignment, because your sign is streaming on this way, the lavender way, and that is going to matter for the incoming decades. Incoming decades. So I'm very curious what that is going to be about. Essentially communication. Of course, that's going to matter, because we are living the age of communication, and how that plays out in those born as a Virgo. So let's see. First card is I am one with universal sound, the dinosaur. This is so special. The dinosaur. So have a good look at this card. It's all put in the green way. Green, you see the dinosaur, you see the open ear, you see the microphone here in the open ear, and the coming back of the dinosaur, because they have been catapulted from the planet for a long, long time. And so this is very potent, connected to the number 43. 43 making up 7, or 7 heaven, meaning we release the dualities, the densities, the betrayal, the deceit of the earth once and for all. And you guys have a play role into that. And that started off right now with extreme potent energies coming down on the earth. So merging your earth component with the air is very important, and redirecting your communication to find your assignment. So not blabbering inside out, you know, from one subject to the other, directing it with the beautiful sounds of the universe. So let's see what it says. So when your musical orchestration is not in tune with what we are, we need to tune in where we sound it out. So this is the reason why music is so important. Otherwise we move into disease and many unhealthy ways. And so the air component is what you breathe, is what sustains you. What you breathe through, for example, with a wave formula, the lavender ways, the lavender dragon, anything you work with to heal and to release is actually the highest potent way, is the lavender dragon, is your way in the entire zodiac, because a lot of information will come through that. And that was the reason why so many Mercury retrogrades went on, as many people need to reset their communication. So I find it very, very interesting. So there comes a time when dinosaurs will reappear to teach people the higher level hertz of sound wave that opens ears and hearts into its origin. So this particular work shows you how the microphone of spirit blows through your inner ear, the eustachian tubes, and opens far beyond today knowledge in any department. So that is hearing capabilities that expand in circumspherical fashion as designed with the expansion of your spark. So the dinosaur is actually the animal that triggers that remembrance. And you know, the question is, are you upgrading your ears? Are you willing to hear? Are you releasing all your stubborn patterns? Are you opening up to a less strict, detailed way and letting the flow in? The flow is more about the air component. So many born under the Virgo sign may be at times too strict, and that is what I want. But this is divine will. Getting back, it's also in the lavender way, getting back from free will, your own ego free will, into divine will, will absolutely assist your progress. So clearing the ears, are there things you refuse to hear and thus create ear diseases? So do you believe in ultrasounds? Is your musical chart out of balance? Do you need to load new music for your vibration? Are you listening to music that you really like? So sound and vision come together here. How beautiful, because lavender has the capacity to open up transparency when in meditation, and when breathing the clear way and the lavender way through your entire system. It debunks all the old cycles in your brain. The old ways of being too strict, to detail is good, but at times we need to merge that with that air component and allowing that flow. So the breathing capacity with this required technology can repair anything that broke your song notes. So seeing, hearing, and speaking the truth in one perfect alignment can reduce quite a can produce a beautiful orchestration. So that is for you, is everything in this new age is seeing it, hearing it, knowing it, and speaking that communication without self-manipulating. The way you want it is the way to open up that new level of passion. I feel you guys, you have massive great ideas, and communicating them to the mundane, that would be great. Although you have the capacity to move into the higher intelligence of spirit and allowing your reconnection with your source. So that is beautiful. And expressing, you know, maybe you may still have to release fear, levels of self-neglect in what I feel most of the time is the nutrients in the body, or sometimes eating too much junk food, and junk, you know, that clutters the ears and the eyes all of the time. So pay attention to what you take. The purer your body comes, the better you hear, and so you could even communicate on a high level for a huge amount of people, should that be part of your interest. A part of that, you are so detailed in creations, and that is so beautiful. So bring that out, and stop, you know, recycling that old mental debris. So everybody can change the auditory perception regarding solids, liquids, gaseous matter, and start to understand that in accordance uh, to other senses actually. So the eardrums are an airlight membrane that vibrates, conform your wave sound, your way of being. And should you have any ear problems in any card, this card will drive you in the direction to investigate your psychology regarding hearing, seeing, producing sound, and the effects it has on you and on others. So sometimes you may just, you know, you don't want to hear stuff, and that may cause problems, static actually, and these problems keeps on recycling, and then you wonder why things do not manifest. So here's really clearing all, you know, your throat center, the ascension tubes, and opening it, willing to hear the higher levels, because this new golden age will require that from everybody on the planet. And reason why there is such a huge evacuation happening now of people. So it's not only, you know, about a mass, but you have a lot of, I speak about every video I bring out apart from these monthly videos that are all about moving into that, having the courage, the strength, how to do it and move stronger into your purpose. So an assisting card is, that is to the point. I am immune to density, the mindless one. So we have a lot of mindless people here on the planet, right? Not opening up into their higher vibration. You see that, you know, that density like flashing out in that face, and we need to move through that. So debunk what society is moving in, and then you can raise like to any vibration. And this is actually grounding the new you when you allow to move out of stubbornness and your huge level of resistance at time to getting into the new. Because I feel you at times you have, yeah, I will do this then and then and then, not listening to what is required from you right now, and listening to your free will is what will not make you but kill you. So let's go into what will make you. So this is truly connected to your own element, connected to the earth. And so you know, I hope you can see it. Many times we do not remember we have access to our own intuition and intelligence to solve and move out of the negativity thrown at us. So the term mindless refers to all negative forces that you try to hold on in your evolution. So with this artwork, you may want to find solution to never ever let density rule your life again, and you know, blow that out of your face, blow that out of your knowledge, go out of your own way, as you have so much excellent and being so perfect in completing things and getting that to the point, which is so wonderful in your sign. So the man rolling down on the hill on his back means that the entity should recharge your batteries, reconstruct your spinal cord into strength and higher levels of mentality. So letting go of the old radars, you take responsibility to let that old turmoil out. So the human being is truly an artwork, and it's up to you, you know, eventually take new physical exercises, new meditational levels, new healthy nutrition, and so you can make those major changes within self. Because every time we surround ourselves with negative energies and feed ourselves with negative people, it settles in the body, your thought process, your emotions, and so you start on recycling the dead zone, the dead hormonal system. So the light hormonal system can be very transformative through all these layers. So moving out of the old cycles, the old emotional content in which you still, you know, you just want to do that because, you know, in order to feel all right with yourself, in order to feel, because you're so detailed and imperfection. But at times, as we have said over here with this card, we truly need to let go of that, because your higher capability, moving with your higher purpose and your assignments on the earth, will require to leave that old resistance, that old way, that old stubbornness we may not always be aware of. So that is one of the things. Let me know if you still struggle with that or not, or if it is any other item. Let me know in the comments. Very grateful for that, and I may pick up on any comment in the next video. So other than that, there's many videos out there in which I explain our own growth. So let's complete this with a card here that moves you. Maybe mountains, maybe not. It's the dragon. It says, discover your courage. Listen to my video about courage, and it also has some explanation how you can encode it. The video about courage. You guys are strong and everything. when you know you're left in your own field, but when somebody or something comes in you do not want, then you lose your courage somehow. But that is the strength. Courage means you see again that lavender vibration that you are in your Virgo sign, and moving that with the strength of courage, then you can release the old cycles, the old things that were not beneficial for your body, for your life, in your business, or anything, and seeing from the higher perspective, you know, moving into the skies, because everything on the planet will turn into your communication, your lavender way, because that was the cause of first creation. Most do not know that, but that is the great transition we are actually moving into. And so that is so great. And that we can move that actually up into a next level vibration, and that is communicating your desires better than what you think people are asking from you. So as for all beings, I will pull a next card with your animal guide and see how that can further assist you, as lavender way Virgos are going to be massively important for the return into that lavender way on the planet instead of green. You know, that is just a side effect. Green was never mentioned to be in nature. In the first cause of creation, everything in nature was lavender. Imagine that. And so that is the reason why we see more and more lavender flowers, lavender things actually taking. And so your card, damn, your card, your animal spirit, see what it says. That is so incredible. I have one card with all the, and these are all animals, right? That says personal choice. You are the first one who chooses this one, and there's a reason behind it, because it says personal choice. Close your eyes and let me know. Choose an animal that you can imagine right now. What is the strength of this animal? What is this animal known for? What wisdom do they share? And that is what you are required to embrace. Your own animal, and I think there's a reason for it, because your communication system, minus any, you know, negative traits or old cycle, is moving into the mountaintop, getting into nature, in the lavender fields, the lavender flowers, the lavender birds, the lavender fish, the lavender skies. Oh, let me know what you can see as a spirit animal, because I deem it very important. And it also means that you guys have the capacity to connect with your high level intuition with any animal in the crystalline grid. So you call for your breed to a crystalline grid that squeezes the matrix, and you invite an animal from either the earth animals, the wild animals, the bird animals, the sea mammals, or anything you fancy, and see what pops up. So it could be a lavender purple dolphin, it could be a lavender bird, it could be, it will represent itself in the lavender way. As it is a personal choice, it means that your communication blows or expands with any animal, and that is probably the reason why we got that card, because there's only one. So you make your choice yourself. So let me know what animal pops up. I'm very curious. Pop it up in the comments, and I will certainly move that into the higher vibration. So an excellent meditation here is moving your sight, your visions into the higher air, you know, the high altitude air of the mountains. Create mountains in your dreams and nature. And then, you know, if you're very, you know, relaxed in your meditation, you just, you know, I invite my animal spirit to guide me through my next phase right now, and just let it come through. That's the way to do it actually an easy way, because we need a lot more ease and grace, which is also the lavender way. So you guys are very fortunate, bringing through, clearing what you need to clear, eventually doing an individual session, or knowing what direction you want to go. If you need assistance, there's a lot of coaching and onlines I provide. So thank you so much. If this was of value for you, to like, subscribe to my channel, and especially listen to all the other videos. Maybe the alignment I brought through for the 2022-2024 visions. Thank you so much. See you next. Beautiful Libra, let's see what Spirit has in store for you, to keep you going, to move you forward, because you are the sign with such a high wisdom and intelligence. It's about time, you know, we get those balancing skills through. And the good thing about that is you were born on the golden way, the golden fusions, the gold meridian lines that are around Earth. So really working with that and connecting with the golden thread through your energy is what is, you know, threading your true desires together, is what I get. So let's pull a card here for you guys and see what is going on, to pull you more into your purpose and your path on this planet. This is beautiful. Oh. I am crystalline, crystallizing self, the facets. Do you see that crystallization of that face? That, I don't know if you can see it really true. And so, especially connected to the number 38, 38 making up 11, making up 2, it is grounding your earth component, your balancing energy, that wisdom to the earth, and bringing it through quite a different way, and seeing what needs to go in order to incorporate your true essence, your true capacities, and your skills. Because I believe many are just used to, you know, the old ways, or the ways you know yourself inside out at times. I hope so. Or you know how you act and react. So here, what it is saying, sorry, I dropped the card. So show it again, because it's very important. It's really a double connection, balancing the air component. The spark-to-spark communication has long been forgotten as our interdimensional connections to other species, spirits, and elements. So in order to get one's body where the crystallization can start, we must understand how important it is to eliminate anything related to ego consciousness and these lower vibrations, you know, that brings true fulfillment, enlightenment. And so the sun pops up. So because there is no entity wearing the gold as high as you can do, and you have that higher wisdom with that gold way, but I know many of you bring it through. So that's a very important message, as you are streaming on the gold way, and the universe is bringing everything gold on a golden platter together. So it takes a certain level of balance to actually start out your crystallization into new purposes, your crystallization with your intelligence, doing something with it. And the reason, let's see, yeah, is this clear? Yeah. So the reason why we have this option today is due to evolution and technology. And so the crystallization takes place within a crystal grid, or your home space. How can you upgrade and balance out in your home? What needs to go? So this is essentially the reason why new technology can be loaded. And so one can look at the crystallization of the body as holding the keys to interdimensional platform, fusing new technology. And so the process itself formats itself at first through integration of many crystals in the body, working with gold. If you have golden necklaces or pure white crystals, which massively assist your transformation into new facets. As you see in this card, you know, it's letting go of the old ways of spreading gold. The old ways, the dark ages of spreading gold needs to go in order to lift your intelligence where it is regarded as very high, inspirative, intuitive, and being respected by the human kingdom. So it's a matter of willing to transform your cellular construction into the higher intention, imagination, and intuition, and so to crystallize the body. However, knowledge is very important with cooperation of the elements and electrical devices. So the energy wheels in the body will then be connected to crystalline grid structures, and your reconnection to everything that is actually fusing your spark into your purpose. And that work can be done, or can be very intense, when it comes to crystallizing your bones, the transmutation of extreme subconsciousness levels and deep subconsciousness level that may keep you in the addicted level, the old ways of doing, the automatic speeches. And so I'm balancing them out. You come to a higher degree of fulfillment. That is what you actually need. So a lot of old things need to go, and the clearing out of dense energy. I will pull a next card. In your blood circulation, the old facets. So because you actually have the capacity in communication, when being truly in balance, to get into spiritual loyalty, to bring the loyal types of communication to without the deceit, the falseness, and everything that we experience on the earth. And maybe have a look at the 2022-2024 predictions. There's a playlist about your sign as well, which may be of help to you if you haven't already. So I'll pull the next card here to assist that goal in crystallizing thought form, crystallizing or putting them into action. Is that actually a purpose you may never, you may have not been working with until this time. And so the next card is, I'm one with the body of beauty, 7 dimensions, 7D is my fee, 7D is my fee. Look at that. Merging the gold with the perfect male-female dragon vibrations is the ultimate balance you could achieve. It's connected to card 42, making up 6, making up an eternal spiral back into the core level of your purpose, meaning you have been educated before being downloaded on the planet. And Spirit is asking you to get back into remembrance. Gaining more remembrance could be done with the golden way, with the copper way as well. And so you can rewire your brain through that. And so this is connected to the ethers, and the ethers represent the highest level of magic coming through in a way that you want to move forward. You want to move through the density, the deceit, the betrayal of the earth actually. And so moving deep into your eternal golden vibe and connecting with the interspatial light grids offers many learning zones. So the elements are representative by deep green, white, yellow, or photosynthesis, used in plants and other organisms, and converting their electrical energy in chemical substances. The alchemist, fueling your body, your environment, your lifestyle, your connections with new connections, new business partners, new friendships. So truly deleting old friendships. So if you have still issues with deleting those old friendships, I would recommend eventually do my MP3 with that, the meditation alignment that is extremely potent. And so because you have the essence of both merging male female aspects of your intelligence, but also in partnership, and bringing that together for this next new age. And so the 7th dimension is a very high vibration regarding information, regarding your intelligence, and fusing that with wisdom is a rare aspect. So looking at the dragon waves here, or working with the peach wave, I don't know, may bring peaceful atmosphere to the picture. So there is really a very elegant and delicate adventure. So in this artwork, it never dries out, and so you actually should never be dried out with any aspect, because you could communicate about just about anything, but it's a matter of getting your true espresso through. And so with this card, you are actually asked to return into what beauty means to you. Beauty in business, beauty in relationships, beauty in your home, beauty with words. Maybe you're an author. Beauty within intelligence, beauty of the universe, beauty of the elements, the animal kingdoms, and so on. So that could go many, many ways, and that the reason why is because you can no longer feed yourself with a lesser fragrance, because you have so much to share. And like for many of us, our purposes are finally grounding, coming in the open, coming into the world. So that is, invest in beautifying your home, invest in new clothing, invest because it will inspire you into the higher degrees that you are searching or looking for eventually. And so this card can easily keep you around during the day, diving deep into your own consciousness and enjoying deep colors may enhance your inspirations and aspirations. So that is so important to move through, and do know how it can further your authentic self to move into its purpose. Is it communication, because you have that high degree? Is it finding, new gateways in higher technology, because that is also connected to the gold way that you wear? Is it something you do know you need to release and keep unwinding in the old addictions, the old ways of doing, which is all addicted, coming through the birth? So maybe have a look at my video about courage and how you can, align to courage and get your strength, your original strength, and have a communication with yourself, and where that strength, that courage was broken somehow, and so you deviated from the origin of your purpose, which is high communication, either through scriptures or anything you fancy, working with children, with youth, with any business you love. And then let's complete this with a card that opens up your measurement, and that is so beautiful. You see, you need to move into your memory bank. Cherish the memories of your loved ones, meaning on the other side, somehow you could go and you ask the universe or spirit, whatever you deem important, to bring true memories of what you were educated within before being downloaded on the planet. This is a very, very important message for you, should you wish to work with that and allow these higher degrees in order to come into terms with self, to come into balance with yourself, and balancing out what needs. You can only balance out when you let go of what needs to go. And I see a lot here in the home environment that needs to go, in connections and friendships, especially if that is for you. Then do the work, and do eventually that meditation, that it gives you such a huge relief. Just an 84-hour, we can eliminate a huge range that of old connections, that brings us back to our balanced state of being, meaning much more intelligence, much more directions, and that is what you need at this time around. So let's pull a card from the spirit animals, and then we complete this for you. And let's see what I have here for you, these cards. Yeah. don't know if I show it for the animals. So I have here, if you want total rebirth, then you need to make that come true for you and take the necessary action in taking the delete button seriously, taking the courage to move out of the old cycles, especially in your glandular construction, because that is where it sticks like a ticker stick, and you keep on repeating and you repeating and doing the same old things in your daily performances. So it's about time. And you have that butterfly, the rebirth. You can reinvent yourself, open to the rewards of change, and you have brilliance to share with this world. Love every part of your journey. I've always seen this in, Libra people. I love them so much. You see the butterfly. You have that, and many times you do not even tap into that potential. So get that deeper level of flow. Now that's get out of that strictness. That is what I want now. That is what I'm going to do, no matter what anybody says. But it may be a time you start listening and allowing what it means to have such a butterfly. So it's really a time, this message is telling you it's time for dramatic changes. So think really dramatic, like the home makeover, television shows, and all that stuff. Allow yourself to go through a complete metamorphosis following a period of cocooning. So the past years were like a true period of cocooning, right? So that old cliche that we know so well, pointing the winds of change are moving through your reality, and that is a clear, a clear message. Because it promises you also the potential for a lot of joy, happiness, success, and lightening of your spirit. So all during your waking hours, because when you have that intelligence, that wisdom to balance out, you can apply that as well to the release button in your brain. Create a release button, create anything, because with spirit in the brain, anything is possible. So, it doesn't announce like you're growing pains or anything. It's just that you are already aware that, you must put yourself onto a new path on your evolution. And so you're spreading your wings, and change will come through as more like in a way of personal growth you could enjoy. So, growth in your life could be all types of transformation, the passage of time, patience, and allowing things to happen in a natural way while being assisted with butterflies. Invite lavender golden butterflies in your space of meditation. Invite them to take you on a journey, show you the places you need to go or the places within you need to release. So that's a good way to work with a butterfly, because it's pointing to your joy and spiritual side, thereby also reminding you to continue your spiritual work here. We all spiritual beings. We have that heartbeat, and that comes from our source, our spirit. Without it, we go into oblivion, right? So speaking about even the most fragile things in your life may be very, very beneficial if you have some people in your life you can truly trust, and and so you have more strength to dedicate yourself and to be brave to achieve your goal with what you would truly love to bring through in society, and allow yourself to expand into that point of balance. So working with the goal way and inviting the golden point of balance and sitting with that like 10 minutes of meditation would already be extremely beneficial, as it will also assist you to reconnect or invite your spark. Your higher self is your spark to ground into your body. And when it does, it will speak to you and give you the messages like a butterfly, because that is how it works. The new spiritual ways, no more old stuff, quick ways. That is what we want to move forward, right? So I hope it is a little bit of value to you. Let me know in the comments if you can work with it, if it resonates or not, or what you think of it. And I would love to hear from you also for the next video. Thank you for being with me. Beautiful Scorpios, welcome to this spiritual message, and see what Spirit has in store for your growth, for your well-being, and moving the spiral upwards without sinking too much in the emotional content. Besides, you are the ones who know how to, keep a secret, keep the mystical vibration within, while essentially being the master healer, maybe without knowing it, because you are connected to the white dragon. The white dragon ray has been restored, and so we can heal out anything you want, especially for you guys, healing out the emotional content, getting in the fire, your passion. And that is maybe reason why, if you at times you feel stuck or not moving forward the way you want it. It's all about eliminating that old water, that old content, that old mud ways of doing, and finding your new vision, which brings fulfillment into your lives, which is essentially what you may need, desire, and require this time around. This is beautiful. I am one with the lavender dragon's delight, the ethers, combining the ethers with water, with a water carrier, that you are essentially and digging deep in what the waters reveal. That is the first and foremost very, very strong message here, connected to the number 2. So you need to ground the etherical component into the ethers, with the number 2 is grounding, getting that into the air, and allowing your higher intuitive capabilities to really to come through the spoken word. So not keeping them for you, because in this Aquarian age, this golden age, that is no longer going to work. You become yourself expressor. So the lavender dragon, that is this card, essentially beautiful. In the fields of green light, go, or knowledge. Can it get any better? Lavender was the first cause of creation, with many faculties to align to. And so it is actually a 6-dimensional capacity, and would require your spiritual body to align to you. With it comes the facilitation with a density-free environment. When you feel you're still, swimming in that old content, and sometimes you're so tired of that, and you just do what it takes, or not always taking responsibility of your action, that while you have all the capabilities. So this particular card shows you how the lavender dragon lifts its spinal cord that hosts knowledge, new communications, and allowing self that new light bulb. So lifting the spine, as we see here, is eliminating the old spinal debris within you that you may have been carrying for decades, actually. And so getting over emotional in unhealthy ways and releasing that. So that lavender dragon is so potent, so beautiful, is as soft as silk as well. And look at the face of the dragon. You can see it, yeah. And can smooth out any dialogue when having the spark-to-spark communication, while a lot of knowledge can be exchanged with the white partners. So when the lavender dragon shows up, you are being requested to look at either where your communication has stuck patterns, or where you need to balance out to create a monologue when engaging with separation or anything of the source, or with people for that would rather create a sort of distance, a field of separation, while we are living the gathering. So that means that a good balanced dialogue in which every entity has their input creates equality and unification. And that kind of space needs a little bit of knowledge and introspection one can achieve when aligning to the ethers in the with your spiritual body. So the ethers essentially, they can remove all that old dense factor, and they can work very quickly as you are, you know, you were born with the water engine, the mystical movements through water, and knowing how to purify it comes in the first place with your attached way. You were born within the white way, the great white healers. So the ethers can improve transparency through meditation, where you can tap into your remembrance of who you truly are. And it will also bring the gift of remembering your training before you came down to earth. So the Trinity, if you see that peach way here, peach, that is a combination of perfect partners. Peach making up the perfect eternal mates, although, referring to what the universe brings through now, and not the old spiritual content anymore. So that is a very important message. And so that refer actually to your heart, because these colors are a very high vibration, and can be opened one by one when your heart is ready to move beyond your own judgment or low level emotions and feelings. So the alignment here would be opening of the heart through your individual code for love. So ask the universe to download an individual code for your self-love, to open up the heart, as the heart on the planet has been crushed in everybody. We need to really open up to new technology, the new wisdom. This new Aquarian age is requesting that, and then you will find your purpose. As you guys are travelers, you want to move from one space into the other, investigate and have that feeling for yourself. But it's time to truly express your feeling, and move out of the lower emotions. And when they are cleared, you know your higher feeling nature is very high in intuition, minus the ego, the soul, or the mind. So it speaks actually volumes depending on where you're at in consciousness, and clearing procedures regarding the old earth movement. So it actually gets back to remind you where things in life get tough. Just align to consciousness of lavender way, the lavender dragon, lavender realm. Just eat them, just breathe them through, because there is no way that is more transformative for a scorpion energy than the lavender way. As you know, it would ground your higher feelings, and when you ground your feelings, you become less and less emotional about them. So there is a lot, a lot of interesting things. Or just fly with a lavender dragon if you're used to doing some meditational alignment. So let's have a second goal appointment here, and that is the resurrection, all dimensions. You could actually rise into all dimensions. You see that card? It has all the colors of the universe, and it moves with the right purification you have as a pentagram in you, with the black universe we are living. So if you work with those two ways, every other way will open up in your environment. And so that is a pentagram, card number 50. That is very potent to explore, because I feel you guys, you want to explore new stuff. You're tired of the old. You want to see new ways, new people meeting up, and having some stabilization as well, of course. But that will come when, when you take the opportunity to move into that, and release the old ways in business connections, in friendships, and truly do the work it takes. That is the release of, feelings, these high emotions that pop up at times, and many sometimes go so much in addiction, not knowing how to deal with it. dealing with it in this age is all through breathing through ways that can assist you. So because here is the proof. So it represents all levels of consciousness, all levels, you know. That's actually the I am presentation, the new body embodiment of light that has 144 levels of consciousness attached to it. And you, with your higher feeling degree, and putting that minus the emotion, your intuition would shoot in the air, but you need to ground what it is that you want to travel for. You want to travel to all spaces, so you may want to travel through the entire earth plane, and so study, experience, meeting new people. And many times, you know, it happens that we don't work much or enough with one of those rays that lifts up consciousness. So because the consciousness in every way is very, very important. And for you guys as well, if you want to experience many dimensions, if you want to experience, you know, like in anthropology, all cultures, all people, then do so. Take the necessary action to enable yourself to do so, and make up a plan. You know, maybe start with a half-year plan and then expand that to a 1-year plan. Then take the necessary actions, you know, to gather the necessary amount of finances to break through the illusions, cut down old connections that rather break than make you. And there is that emotional content that should really be released. So the lavender dragon here, that is number one, to do so in an easy way, because you have multiple options to set new high standards for yourself, because you want completion, you want to breathe new air and enjoying a new flow with yourself, no matter what age you are or where you are at. And so that is very important. If you already have seen that you get bored with everything that you have, or you're not satisfied, don't have the fulfillment, then it's time, you know, as we have that card with all dimensions, all universes, then, you know, it's quite obvious you want to travel new experiences. And so you need to make them come true, and eventually have a job that makes that come true, or assign, or, you know, to something where you can perform a business that you can do anywhere on this earth plane, and that would be very, very beneficial. So the card is already falling out of the pack without pulling it to complete this. You are seeking the knowledge. That's really stepping into the gate of knowledge, opening that up to the great central sun. So falling in love with the great centralizer, the great sunlight, into the gate of knowledge, which is this new Aquarian age, green light go. Then you will open all these possibilities, 12 possibilities in your surroundings. So get back into the deeper nature. Is it worth to keep on streaming all the emotions when they rather, you know, when they break you down, when, you know, when you lock the space to really come into your higher capabilities and what you yearn for. So let's pull a card from the animal kingdom to complete this. And this is this pack, what we have here. Yee, whoa wee. Look how beautiful this is, the frog. And look at the colors, all watercolors, especially lavender, aquamarine, blue, all water connected. So that defines, if you do so, you eliminate the emotion, go into the higher intuition, your higher feeling node, create that plan, then you move in prosperity like in no time. So it's all about letting go of the past ways of doing it, and you know, opportunities are close at hand. So hop into this new day with joy, abundance, and good fortune will await you, because the frog opens up many capability. Or, you know, observe a frog in a lake nearby or something. That's very interesting. See how they hip hop from one consciousness to another, yet stabilizing their hip-hop movement, so to speak. So I think it's very beneficial, you know, that it indicates that now is the time to find your opportunities in transition. In other words, you know, you can swim quickly through severe life changes. And, you know, this creature really represents the creative energies of awakening and transformation. So work your way with the white ray, which is your own, and lavender for transformation, and just sit with it, you know, a few times a day, like 5 or 10 minutes, and that will greatly benefit you. And because the frog truly, you know, represents abundance, but it cannot align to you when swimming into the old emotions. And making a plan and assuring everybody in your life is okay with your plan, and if not, eliminate, delete them. So because it enhances your intuition and strengthens your connection with all the worlds in the cosmos and on the ground floor on the earth. So it's really a good idea to flow and follow your instincts, and just you know, trust your gut feeling on all these matters, because it's also symbolic of coming into your own power, daring to communicate what you want, making a plan so everybody is in balance with what your plans are. And this is something you may eventually learn. So not expressing bits and pieces, but first making a plan of how you're going to express your new life, how you're going to inform people, and while releasing the old emotional baggage essentially through the water of your body. So releasing the old mud in the water is very important for your personal integrity. For the frog reminds you that you should make all of your choices based on what is right for you. Are you doing what is right for you? I feel in many cases it is not. And so, you know, eliminate the fear and do some inner work. So if you have a problem with that, there is a free meditation to eliminate your fear, and I have tons of meditations to release, you know, the muddy waters, to release the old weight in your body. And that just takes a little bit of work, but then again you will come into your power. It's the only way to do it. And when you come into your power, you have an easier way communicating what your wishes and your desires are. And when you can do that, you feel more balanced, more unafraid, and so you can make a new plan for yourself. Otherwise, all these other entities in your life may stand in the way. So you know, you may have genuine empathy towards other people, but then again, look at yourself and provide healing for yourself first. And you know, while releasing these negative emotions in the water that are there for no purpose, actually, because your purpose comes through when you embrace your connection with many cultures, with many people, and you know, releasing you know, that very narrow space you may find yourself in. So it may also suggest that you have a lack of commitment to your life. So if you get committed eventually to traveling the earth, traveling many worlds, then you need to have a plan how you're going to do it, what the finances are, how you're going to inform your family members, friends, or anyone in the business. Maybe they agree, and you know, you can have some time off from business, and that would be very, very beneficial. So it's really a good idea to release these feelings before, you know, they cause you any more harm. And so truly, you know, releasing these emotions, getting a new plan, getting the finances together, and informing people when you have released your emotional baggage represents your new power and your new beginnings. In other words, you will feel more confident when emerging in new relationships, projects, businesses, and so forth. Because when one thing stands still in the way of achieving your true desires, then that may get in the way of anything else. You get that? And so that is, a simple meditation of 1 hour a day for your water content to release the emotions, the attachments, the fears, and that may empower you to get into your true courage and strength. So I hope this video was of value for you, and let me know in the comments if you feel that way, or if there is some missing link you would like to tap into. I might cover it in the next video. So thank you so much for being with me. Thank you. Beautiful Sagittarius, your fire engine could maybe at times need some boost while eliminating old support system, old ways of doing it, and getting into new networks is what I get. So that means networks in business, networks in relationships, in friendships, whatever it is. But I feel there's some delete button to be done and to be taken care of, and getting those that still get you down in teamwork, in anything, out of your system, out of your life, out of your entire environment by deleting them to the glands and your vagus nerve. If you don't know how to do it, there's a meditation in the description. So let's pull a card for you guys. Wow. That's so to the point. I'm one with the underground, the crystalline network connected to the number 9, which is the eternal spiral. Do you see the fire rising from the ground floor? And you already have that fire engine. So let's see what the true meaning may be. So getting into your, infinite connections with more power means your fire can move actually very, very fast, especially with the capable air energy, because this card is not only connected to fire, but also to the air composition, the air that you breathe, and how you direct your fire with your air, or the power of your word, and bringing that rather into balance. I think it's very interesting because the underground of the planet Earth contains many, many unexplored light skills we can develop, investigate, and generate, because it goes back to the ancient of days, and bringing that back to the recent of days. So all those entities are on the planet and are ancestral tracks. So that is really taking or seeing the airplane and communicating with the soil, the ground floor, communicating with the elements within, because your way is connected to the purple color, the purple universe or dog island, meaning that you have all the elements in your chart that they are waiting for you to allow them to assist you. And we have the capability to electronically align actually to our footprint on the air, so on the earth. So I would definitely do that and invite your alignment until you feel buzzing the ley lines of the earth through your feet, and ask that higher connection that will steer you into your purpose, your passion, and your true assignment. And these are some of the basics. So from there, you actually can create a brand new labyrinth or crystalline network, and there's the fusion of many dots. If we have ley lines connected or around planet Earth, and we connect with that, and we connect with the ley lines in the earth, then you come into a new realization, a new support system that will open maybe visions you never had before. And so it offers really intercommunicative networks, new connections worldwide, or with certain people in certain continents, cities, communities, individual connections. So as the earth is clearing out its debris, its pollution, its infection. So we need to do the same thing. And I feel you have there a lot of things, you know, maybe attachment, addictions, and, you know, synthetic lifestyles to leave behind in your nutrition, or your levels of moving through things and restoring yourself with the elements. So that can be done. And so also connect like the trees to new communities, new ways of feeding yourself. You need some, you know, you need to be connected intercultural or worldwide even. And with your feet, it's like a tree that connects or links many other places on the planet, and you have great capacity to do that because you have that special fire vibe connected to the element earth and all its elements. So if ever you feel stuck or you're asking yourself, am I doing the right thing? I may have been doing it for ages. So this is really the time to think about your roots. What does it mean to step into your roots? And you may start to remember, eventually meditate with a tree and ask the tree to assist your connection with more interesting people. Eventually the oak tree, the lime tree, the olive tree, the bamboo tree. Have a look at what triggers you most. Is it bamboo? Is it oak? Is it lime? The lime tree or anything? Let me know in the comments if you have one tree you really trigger through, and that can assist you so much in opening your true purpose. Because trees, you know, we are the new tree of life, an embodiment, the new Kabbalah, and so the trees assist you with their own inner wisdom to guide us in a certain way with a new element. So eventually, like a lemon tree may guide you to get more vitamin C. That is how it works. Very simple, actually. So if you love trees and you're in the tree of life, or you are requested to connect to the new tree of life and incorporate that. And if you want, I have 2 videos out there about the new Kabbalah, the new tree of life, how it works, and what you can do to incorporate that in your body, because this age is all about the resurrection of what you guys truly are, the elements. We are, you know, getting the pollutions out of the elements of the sea, the water, the trees, the herbs, you know, the food industry. And so we need to put our assignment and body in a plane of existence that supports, and the highest level of support, to know what your purpose is actually is the support of the elements. So that is crystal clear in this card. So it may represent your evolution, because that is what you guys truly want. It feeds, it nurtures, sustains, develops, and provides the right nutrients to support your progression. So you may want to question your growth and process regarding your own nutrition. You may need more minerals and vitamins to build your fire and passion for life, or a complete new diet that is healthier for your expansion. So another approach could be derived from your interconnective capabilities and communicative skills, new business partners, and eventually new skills, opening up new businesses, or a side business is if you're working on the job and you want something that open up your passion, your fire that grows. I would always go to the elements, and you know, like a flower could talk to you, a herb could talk to you. And that is what is the essence actually of your reading, because your sign is connected to the elements. And that is that we need to bring through a new era on this earth plane, like the Aquarian age already started out and is giving us massive opportunities to create new jobs. We can create new jobs, do an online business or anything, because you have that fire engine that explodes at time in great knowledge, and maybe not aware of it. So let's pull an assistant card. I'm ready for transition, the bat. That is crystal clear, beautiful card, isn't it? The bat is, so all these cards are from my art. It represents the card number 47, making up 11, making up 2. You see, grounding your fire energy, because 2 is a grounding number, and so that is very, very important to move forward, because we are on the earth, so anything not grounded makes us go into the airy-fairy mental debris of self-abuse and everything that of betrayal and deceit that is going on in the outer world. With our fire, we can delete that and live in a crystalline world. So that is connected truly to the ethers. All elements are connected to the ether, so, and that is really very, very potent when having that knowledge and getting your purpose through the ethers, ascending, going to the lavender transformation eventually. And then, because bats are a great symbolism of communication, they are highly, highly sociable, so are you, and have strong family bonds. So the artwork here represents the lavender silver fields of pure success, through which it can nurture its fire, for the energy of fire or strength is needed to allow major changes or movement through the lost levels of your darkness. So the dark, you know, the old cycles, the old ways of doing, and not knowing where to put your fire, so you put it all around you without grounding it at times. That may assist you in getting that old, recycling same old thoughts out of you, in order to get clarity and or clarify certain issues in your life. So so bats in general, they are very, very touchy, feely, and have a deep sense of nurture, loving and soft guidance, yet they are so disciplined. So it would be very great, you know, to take that one in meditation, because they feel very warm, sweet, and encouraging, as they also have the ability to tune into higher vibrational frequencies termed echolocation. Echolocation is like what the dolphins and the whales do when communicating long distances, you know, and that can assist to discover your hidden features, things you really would like to achieve, and when dealing with your internalized issues. So it means that you can trust your psychic gifts and have confidence in self, or maybe it shouldn't indicate you need more confidence. Then I would suggest to truly work with the attribute of a bat, invite it into meditation, and ask for that inner guidance. So because communication with the bat community will also assist you to keep your senses alert at all times, strengthen your natural capacity to feel and see with the higher senses, so you may allow self to find time to clear out and refine your taste, your smell, your sight, your hearing, and you know, that were close to a situation that made you feel at time like sensed out. So opening up eyes and ears to those higher levels in which you get a lot more fulfillment to get your fire through, and where your fire, your inside and your higher nature is being respected actually. And that is so very much important, and claim it, I would say. So here a card for some spiritual wisdom that defines the two other cards. Let's see what comes. And that is, you are the angel of miracles. Open your heart and expect the miracles. So, but yet we need to do the work, right? Without doing the work, without taking action of releasing old emotional patterns, stuck patterns, attachments, old friendships, connections, then that path of miracles cannot open. So, and you can do that, open actually, you know, new life on the planet, new business, side business. So think about how it guides you and have that within you. Another card I will pull from the animal cards I have here for you to complete. This message is, let's pull one. Oh, the lizard regeneration. As a survivor, you are unparalleled. No matter what happens, you can adapt, embrace your transformation, the old cycles out, right? And put your new cloak on. You are a master of regeneration. So that is what I came to say. You can generate new businesses. You can generate new ways of living together in a family or of living together in a community, because the lizard has so many capable options. So the lizard truly has the power to regenerate anything they feel they have lost. You know, they are prone to repeating some cycles simply because your energy loves to recreate emotional attachments in some way. So you're actually great at facing your fears and moving out of them. It's simply reminding you you have become so caught up in the day-to-day drudgery of your life, you may have forgotten your dreams. So you must take time out, start imagining a new reality for yourself. So it's also the only way to break out of the place you currently find yourself. So in other words, all new things are born in your dreams, actually. So dream wild, I would say. So no, because you know the lizard is also nudging you to explore more, as you have a connection with everything, every element on the earth, actually. And so you may feel, for some reason, you may feel inadequate, or that you know, you're not in that deserving mode. So that would be about the elimination of anything termed unworthiness. So don't be in a hurry to get somewhere. Slow down, look for the clues that are right in front of you. Is where the magic of the lizard truly goes. So I think that is so beautiful, looking what is in front of us and transform from that platform on, because that will move you into your purpose and the knowledge of remembering what you came in to do here. So let me know in the comments if you know, if you love that, if you can connect to Alyssa, if it makes sense to you, or anything other you may find worthy to let me know, because it's always interesting to know how we struggle with stuff, and so I may make a new video about that. So thank you for subscribing if this video was full of value to you, and you know, investigating the other videos, and love to see you next time. Thank you.